Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to target an approach in watercolor which is called the loose watercolor approach. What do you mean by loose watercolor approach is basically trying to keep your hand very loose and light. So we don't want very uh, what I can say, sharp edges, and we don't want really very crisp edges and crisp looking things. We want things to slightly diffuse and mix with each other. So this scene which I am drawing right now is basically uh, a pair of pears which are hanging from a tree. And what I'm doing is I'm just laying down the basic structure of where things would come. So basically the leaves and the pears which are hanging, so I'm just outlining them. Finally, while painting, what we will do, we will try to keep it as loose as possible, like the hands should not be stiff. So the loose approach, it means that we have to let our hands very loose and very gentle, and we will allow the colors to merge and blend and do its do its things. So we will allow watercolor to do its work. Okay, so we will not try to control it. We'll try to actually let it blend, and slowly we will develop the the character of the pears and everything. Slowly we will be developing it. Okay, so the loose approach looks good in case of things which you want to diffuse it, and it will look good in almost every subject. You can do portraits also in loose approach. You can do still life, like what I'm doing is basically, you can say, a still life. And it you can do loose approach for you can use loose approach for cityscapes and landscapes also. But you have to actually do it in a very fluid and lucid way, otherwise it will look very bad. So I have just taken a simple cartridge paper today, just to demonstrate how these things work. Okay, and for this, I have, while talking itself, I have drawn two pears and a few leaves here and there. So that is what we are going to paint today. I have my palette here, which is having all the basic colors from blues to greens to the browns and a little bit of yellow also. So we will get started in the next step. So stay tuned. So friends, let's get started with the painting. So I am starting with yellow color. So just I am positioning my I'm positioning my palette in a way that you can see it. So I'm taking yellow color and I am adding a lot of water, then taking a little bit of blue just to make it a little greener, and then we will start with a big brush with lots of water. And just by seeing the reference image, wherever you see yellow, just put a big blotch of color, and don't worry about the boundaries, just go out of the boundary, that's okay. That is what is loose color. So in loose watercolor, we will not let the color define its boundary. It has to mix with other colors, and it will still look very beautiful. So you will see how we are doing. So you have to use a thick brush first of all. So, and color, whatever you are taking should not be saturated. They should have a lot of water. Good quantity of water is needed. Just leave the highlights where you want them to be. Okay, now I will take a little blue. Okay, this is the time where I can introduce a little blue over here, and I will let it blend. See, it is blending here. Okay, so let it blend. Here also, if you see, blue has got inside, so just brush it off. And the key mantra of loose watercolor is quantity of water. If the water quantity is less, then what happens? Then it dries very quickly. So we want good quantity of water so that our paint flows beautifully across the subject. Now again I will take a little bit of blue. I'll put it here. Let it blend. Okay. See. So how softly I am doing. Now we will wet this portion also. We'll wet this portion. We'll add a little bit of blue over here. See how nicely the color is blending. Now you see blue has come inside. That's okay. That's not a problem because we want the colors to blend in, right? And then you add in a bit of a few drops like that. Just tap it. Now we will take the yellow, same yellow. I'm going to add a little turquoise color to it. So see how beautiful vibrant color this becomes. So what we will do for the leaves here, there is some beauty in a big brush. So some character that you get in a big brush which you never get in a small brush, because a small brush somehow restricts you, right? So the big brush gives you that freedom. See, so now take water and then just blend the edges. Just let it blend. Let it blend. So the meaning of loose means holding the brush very loose. Don't hold it tight, loose, and then just place the color. Okay, just place the color, place water, yes, like that, very softly. Okay, here. Let it blend, let the colors blend. Bit of more yellow, a little bit more yellow, we need it over here. Okay, just build the colors slowly. Water, plenty of water. And you see the colors coming and getting deposited over here. Don't worry about that. Just take a damp brush and take it out. So right now we are at a juncture where we can introduce some of the twigs and those things. So I'm not changing the brush. So from first till last I will be using the same brush. Why? Because we don't want very narrow brush strokes here. We want the colors to actually blend in and go out, but still you would be able to see the forms and shapes. So what I am doing is see here. Okay, See, the color is blending, but still it looks very nice. Okay. Little yellow here. Similarly, I'll take a bit of blue and brown and blue. So here also I want the twigs, but we want them to be a little diffused. Big brush, loads of water, lot of water. There is a dry leaf here, so we'll make that dry leaf in the form of a diffuse thing. Can you see how we are developing the thing here? We are not doing any harsh or rough strokes here. Very softly, slowly and slowly we are creating the images. We'll put a few drops here and there, and then we will wait for this to dry and we'll come back and finish this. Hello friends, so we are back after this thing has completely dried. Something which is hitting my eye is this thing, so I will have to actually little bit soften it, because what is happening is this is taking a lot of attention, so we have to soften it. Okay, we have now softened it. Now we will take more of yellow color, and we will take this nice turquoise color, mix it, and a little bit of orange color, so just to give it a little warmth, and we will get a beautiful lush green color here. So we will place it on the bottom portion of the pear here. Okay, so now it looks, can you see how brilliantly this thing has shaped up? It looks 3D. Okay, so we will take a little bit more orange, and then we'll put it here. We'll just try to brush this thing over here. Okay, and now as you can see, the color that I had put, it's already granulating and it's already started to leave its marks. We will add a little bit more yellow over here and then put it over here like that. Now we will be working on the leaves. So if you see, the leaves are a little more on the greener side, so we will add in a little bit of green here, and then using the same big brush and good quantity of water, we'll just put blobs, like put big quantity of color and paint over here like that, and then using water again we'll diffuse it. We'll diffuse it like that. then again add in some green color to it, and then this twigs, right, let it be a bit thicker, thoda mota, like that. Let's take a little bit of orange color and mix it, and a little bit of blue color for the uh, you know little twigs and branches. So at certain point we will have to give it a strong value here, like shadow is falling, and because in the leaf will cast shadows on the twigs and everything else. So here also, if you see in the picture, there is this one branch which is going like that, crisscrossing, okay, and then you have branches going like that. So here you have so many branches and so many little twigs which are crossing here and there. So it's not necessary to do every little detail, but just give an impression that it's a little busy, it's not that simple out there. Now over here, if you see, the leaf that is there is a little darker. So if I make this a little darker, what happens? This thing gets highlighted even more. So like that, and take some yellow, put yellow, it's become too much yellow, and then just brush off. Take some blue color, put patch like that, use the belly of the brush, like press it so that you get a big patch. So what we are trying to do is basically paint around the Pears highlight portion here. This is the highlight portion, so I am painting it around the highlight portion so that the pear gets some contrast. Now here try to diffuse it a little. Now we are using some blue color, and let it blend, no problem. Let this color slightly get inside, that's okay. What we can do is we can take some water and then blend it together. So basically what we are experiencing here is that the colors should blend in so well that you should not see a definite boundary from anywhere. Like for the highlight, of course there has to be a little boundary, but everywhere else it should be mixing and merging very beautifully, like here. Good quantity of water. We will let it dry, and I think after this we can finish this painting. One thing that we have to do is take some dark colors, like add in some blue and orange together. We'll mix blue and orange together, and over here let's add in, and let's create that dark portion for the bottom of the spear, and we will add in some green also to that same color now, and just give it a halo like that, because the bottom of the pear is actually really very dark. Let's take some orange color to give it a little warmth, and then take little yellow color and just brush it. See the quantity of water that I have. So much water. So like that. So you see these pears, they look really nice and glowing. So that is what we wanted. Okay, now for the leaves, again highlight wherever you need to, give a little warmth wherever you need to, like the leaves also have a little orange at some places, so give that. And these leaves that we made earlier, just give them some definition. Okay, use water to diffuse wherever you want to, and after this what we need to do is take some turquoise color and then just splatter it. Use good quantity of water for the splatter. Let it dry. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. This was a very small session to show you how we do loose watercolor. In this loose watercolor you will see a lot of granulation, a lot of I mean, even though we are diffusing, still you can see you can see each color leaving its mark and getting absorbed in the paper beautifully. So this is what we want. We don't want a very sophisticated painting, but we want a very loose, very broken kind of imagery here, and that is what we have achieved here. Thanks for watching.